Is it live? Okay, good. Oh, I didn't see the thumbs up. So good. The words that kept stirring in my heart today as I was feeling into the satsang is the heart of bhakti. The heart of bhakti. Just the sweetest, sweetest, sweetest. And it just reminds me last week in our sharing, the quote, one of my favorite quotes from Nisargadatta came up. And that's the quote that says, wisdom tells me that I am nothing. Love tells me that I am everything. And in between the two, my world dances. And it's so fun because there's so many different ways to say the quote. I heard the quote in so many different ways, which is so lovely. Uh, that's the way I first heard it. So I'm just bowing to that first utterance of it. And they each point to such beautiful devotion and such beautiful clarity and such a beautiful reflection. Not either or, both and. The inseparable dance, the glow of the roaring fire of being, the warmth of the glowing fire of being. And I thought it'd be really sweet to just take a moment to notice how devoted, aware, loving intelligence is, how devoted that no-thingness is to the everythingness of who you are, of what life is. It reminds me of something I said once that I like to keep saying and notice over and over again. The medicine, all medicines, ayahuasca, bufo, iboga, yopawaska, all the ones yet to be discovered, psilocybin, all medicines, all modalities, all practices are at the feet of awareness. Oh wait, how's it? This first part is hold up, scratch it. Well, there's never touch. This one says the mind is at the feet of the medicine. The medicine is at the feet of awareness. Awareness is at the feet of everything, every utterance, every trauma, every joy, every pain, every experience. Such compassion, endless, an ocean of devotion. And usually we speak of ego as something that needs to be annihilated or seen through or hushed or purified, cleansed, processed. What are other things? Tamed. You gotta tame that bitch. Faced. Yes. Rejected. Overcome. Yes. Killed even. Right. Kill that bitch. Kill it. Choke him. Hi, Felisa. Choke that. all these different things. And it's so sweet, it's like at some stage of development, that can have its place for just maybe a couple months. No, however long it needs, all necessary until it's not. Some people could stay there for years and years and years and years and years. So innocent. And then we start noticing, oh, what is it that has a problem with this ego? What is it that is it the truth of my open, aware, infinite presence that has never even known a nothing, an anything? Or is it the ego itself that has a problem with the ego? Is it the ego itself that is using that problem as a strategy to keep it on the throne, to keep it at play? Because if there's ever something to resist, something that needs to be changed, avoided or indulged in or replaced innocently, it continues the postponement. It continues the overlooking of the pristine wholeness that is, the pristine every atom in its place that is. And I say that is because it's not something that anyone in any universe has had to stronghold or sustain or create or evoke. So it's not, think of your most favorite beloved, your most favorite teacher. It's not something that Jesus ever had to maintain or uphold. It's not something that Buddha ever had to maintain or uphold. It's not something that Nisargadatta, Ramana Maharshi, any of the beloveds, Saint Germain, whoever it might be, Mary Magdalene, whoever your beloved is. This is what is. This is not what someone created or what someone wished to happen or what someone manifested. This is the moment just as it is. Just as it is. The sacred, the divine, infinity devoted to itself as the immediacy of this moment. And this is where, in feeling into this morning, this little piece came through on devotion, which I'm just going to read to you. The exploration of devotion, the feeling into of devotion. I know it's like, for the rest of my life, is there something that I ever want to be a student of, a practitioner of? Is this devotion? Is this bhakti? Is this love? And not devotion in the small sense of devotion, innocent, but not merely devotion to a person, a path, a deity, or a practice. That's like the devotion that gets us in the door. Have you noticed? It's like, oh, a teaching, a teacher, a medicine, a culture, an ikaro, a chant, a modality, a reiki, an energy, a satsang. It's like, it allows training wheels for devotion. It's the entry of a devoted life. But devotion, tonight I want to speak to devotion as a way of being, as a way of living. Devotion as the heart bowing to reality exactly as it appears. Because bhakti is often misunderstood. We imagine devotion means trying very hard to love God. But perhaps devotion is discovering that existence has already been loving us the entire time. That all we've ever experienced is this giant, ever-present love. Look at this breath. Notice the breath, completely devoted. The sun, devoted. Gravity, devoted. Trees standing in prayer for decades, devoted. While we were in ceremony a couple of weeks ago with my beloved Gervais, Mama Bear, we did a bufo ceremony for some beloveds. And I'm just sitting there, everything, the energy of what they're experiencing is all in the field. And I look out, we were on this beautiful dome house overlooking the gorgeous Rockies and all the trees. And as I looked out over the trees, they were no longer trees. All the trees, all the evergreens were namaste hands. Just a forest full of namaste hands. Ah, just the heart beating thousands upon thousands of times without asking for applause. Today, while Deborah and I were having a bike moment, I asked Siri, what's 365 times 50? I was curious, how many motherfucking days have I been on this planet just for fun? Let's see what it done says. Over 18,000 days. Could you imagine 18,000 days of waking up? 18,000 days. And this, beloved's over 25,000 days.
Me too.
That's right. That's right. That's right. What's your calculation of time? After 35, one up every 5 years. Oh, okay. That's fun too. I love that. 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 Devotion everywhere. Life is wildly devoted to life. And perhaps devotion is not something we manufacture. Perhaps devotion is what remains when resistance softens. When we stop negotiating with this moment, when we stop saying, I'll love this if, I'll surrender when, I'll trust after, Bhakti says, no, here, this, just this. Can I bow to this? Not because I understand it, not because I like it, not because it matches my spiritual Pinterest board, but because reality has arrived wearing this exact outfit. Because reality has arrived just like this. This is the garment of Dios. And maybe devotion isn't dramatic. After that little moment, I even forgot. I even forgot what I wrote. Lord, I'm like, oh, okay, perfect line for the. And maybe devotion isn't so dramatic. Maybe devotion is saying yes to ordinary radiance, to ordinary holiness, washing dishes, sending the text, walking the dogs, feeling the grief, laughing with friends, saying, hi, mind, when mind gets loud, and recognizing awareness was here before that thought, during the thought, and blessedly after every thought. Unmoving, unwavering, reliable. Devotion may simply be availability. Available to love, available to mystery, availability to being fully human. Because wisdom may tell us, I am nothing, as Nisargadatta says. Love may whisper, I am everything. And what a life, what a sweet bhakti. Somewhere between the two, our lives dance. Pause, dance again. So this morning, as I was sitting in bed, the sense was, what if you stop trying to become more devoted? Like, take the hand off the gas. I'm thinking of the throttle. What up, e-bike community? I'm thinking of the throttle. Take your foot off the gas. And simply notice where devotion is already happening. Where is devotion already happening? I could cry right now and just not stop till this last breath at where devotion is already happening. Because, beloved, your whole life may already be a prayer. The planets are so devoted to orbit, the river so devoted to flowing, the sky so devoted to being sky, the mind so devoted to being mind, the heart so devoted to breaking open again and again and again, not ever because something went off or went wrong, but because love keeps insisting on more room, more honesty, more clarity, more noticing that it has not once been interrupted, still here, still sitting on that throne, still rules. Love still rules. Reality rules. This moment rules just as it is. It's like devotion as the socks we're wearing, the floor we're sitting on, the couch, the silence, the relative silence of a washer machine stopping, the devotion of the footstool. Such devotion, the electricity, the technology. I'm so grateful there's a technology of dishwashers. What a blessing. And it doesn't matter where we are in the world, whatever the apparent technology is, the only one that can steal abundance and luxury from ourselves is ourselves. It doesn't matter where we're sitting. If we give ourselves to the degree that that which we're sitting on is giving to us, what a sweet spot of devotion. You know, I used to say in Here to Hear concerts before we sang the song Holy, infinite love, unconditional love is as practical as the chair you're sitting on. This moment. And there's no end to noticing the devotion of this moment. Honestly, not speaking woo-woo, not speaking poetically, not speaking spiritual, not speaking just trying to be as bones, hello human to hello human as I can motherfucking be. There's no end. The couch holding the body, oh, the floor holding the couch, the oxygen in the atmosphere, not asking one question, fully available. The sun, what is that poem from Hafiz? The sun never told the earth, you owe me. And the kind of life that blossoms held in that embrace, in that space. Every star somehow holding this planet in its orbit. Everything in the universe allowing for this breath, this thought, this quirk, this curiosity, this what is the thing of the worm in the head, the song that you could lime, what do you call that saying when you have a song in your head over and over? Earworm. For this beloved, the earworm all day was, my milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. You're damn right. It's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake bring all the boys to the yard, and they're like, Lord have mercy. Devotion. Devotion. Damn. Nothing like the smell of a fake ass flower. Lord.
It's less dramatic.
So sweet. Anyone have a question or something you'd like to explore? So, yes, before I continue, because boy, can I continue. Uh, shall I continue? Or all right, I just want to. Devotion to what? I so love that. I so love that. Yeah. And that's something to discover. That could be a question you hold and sit with for the rest of your life. Devotion to what I know in my experience, it's the self devoted to the self. awareness devoted to awareness as everything, love devoted to love, life devoted to life, silence devoted to silence. And, sorry, and can you use the microphone for the beloveds at home? Devoted to curiosity. You can be devoted to your child. You can be devoted to your country. You could be devoted to deity. You could be devoted to nature. You could be devoted, damn it, beloved.
For some reason, and I don't know if I'll be able to articulate why, but
Yes.
this reminds me, or it makes me think of a lot of times I witness people coming out of a particular medicine experience saying, we are just tiny specks,
Ah,
tiniest specks. We're
yes.
nothing. We're just so small.
Yes.
And I've never had that experience. I can't even imagine that experience because with all the devotion
Mm,
around me, with all of the love that I've experienced in my life from the universe showing up for me constantly, immeasurably, I don't feel small like a little speck at all. I feel very treasured and very valued.
right. Yeah, it's so beautiful. What a blessing to recognize and to have that be your experience. And just to speak a little bit to the speck, it's like for a lot of beloveds, their whole life is filtered through an allegiance to being this ego. And the ego covers everything. It just subsumes their whole existence. And they feel like that's all there is. Like it's like my thoughts, my world, my. And then a lot of times on these medicines, it's like that sense that they're calling themselves is this egoic phenomena that's like nothing, total speck. Like, oh, there's no importance, no like full on like literally a speck, nothing. Like for some, it could be that way, and for some, it could be in other places. But it's so fascinating, and it's such a gift. These medicines give us an opportunity to withdraw our attention or expand our attention from the peephole of who we think we are. When I was 6 years old and had that moment in that cafeteria where I saw that big ass ear, and then all of a sudden I popped out. There was a shift in perception. It literally felt like infinite awareness had manifested like this eye and was like looking through a telescope of my brain, my 6-year-old brain. And all of a sudden in that moment, it just put the little instrument aside. And it was like, oh, I don't have to look through life through that brain. It's like a vast expanse. And this is the invitation to start getting familiar with. This is what resting as awareness invites us getting familiar with. We have such an allegiance to experiencing life solely through our filters, which is wondrous and beautiful. A kaleidoscope. Literally, it's the prism that can sometimes feel like a prison of clear light shining through the prism, and then you have light refracted as the rainbow. And for a moment to just consider as an open, aware presence, softening the sense of self, softening the sense of knowing anything. And it's like we get familiar. Oh, yeah, this is so available. It's so reliable. And I can meet life as this. It's intelligent. It knows exactly which tool to use in the moment, knows exactly what energetic color to paint with in the moment, and is so willing for it to be off and for it to be wrong. There's no sense of having to do anything perfect or having to do anything just right, because it all is just right. And there's just such a willingness. And it's so sweet. Yes, love.
So lately I was on a walk because I've had my two hip replacements, so I hadn't been able to walk or do
Amazing.
my running for such a long time. And running was very important to me because I would get up in the morning and that was my prayer is I'd run the mountains, and it was very grounding for me.
Hmm.
So I walked for the first time and I was watching the birds,
Mm.
and then just a thought came to me and said, the birds don't need to be told to fly, or the birds don't need to be told, they don't need to figure out anything, and neither does the trees or the plants or the rocks, or that there's a purpose. And then I looked at it within myself, and I'm like, my purpose is it's always there. It's so it reminded me of this vastness that that you're speaking of this purpose that's always available to us.
Yes. Life shows the way, moment to moment. And that's what's so beautiful. It's like, what is our purpose? Oh, this right now. And it's a seamless success story. No, look, has anyone ever sat the way you sitting right now? Anyone ever wore them socks the way you wear them socks right now? I love them socks,
Yeah,
by the
me
way.
too.
Yes, yeah.
Excellent shoe and socks.
Oh yeah.
And
And I love it. What a success. It's like everywhere we look. Oh my God, the plants, the dang, the bang, the pound, the bang, the bang, the bang, the bang. Mantra within mantra. No need to rush the search. No need to rush it. No need to, yeah. You can even take a little break from it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sky. It was a passing comment. Thank you. You can just put it down until someone else needs it. Thank you. Right. Uh, mm. And then it's fun experimenting with what is awarenesses. Oh, yay. Hi, little birds. Palomas. I know. They live up there. It's so sweet. Mm. Many, many years ago, I wrote a poem. I don't remember the poem is, but maybe I'll rewrite it if I can't find it somewhere. But it was just called A Life Fueled by Love. And for me, that's all devotion is a life fueled by love. There's a conversation in some non dual, some spiritual circles about love not being a thing. Isn't that fascinating? Yeah. Like love, not like love just being uh, an emanation of the ego, of mind, of phenomena, of descriptions. And that's where you get into like mind's version of things. You know, it's like innocence of mind, turning nothing into nothing at all, including love. Nothing at all, including. And love has very interesting connotations and can mean very different things to many different people. And I love how Gangaji once said it's like a cross between Santa Claus and a picnic basket. For some people, it could be like a weird thing. But how lovely. How lovely that in our willingness again and again to come back to ah, the suchness of this moment. Sorry?
What's in the
What's in the
basket? Or
basket?
what's in Santa Claus' sack?
Satchel, sack, right? What's in the basket? It's so true. Geminis. What's in the basket? What's in the sack? All the things that celebrate love. Anyone have any questions regarding our time together in this moment? In this moment, we have this moment. Where do you feel stuck? Where do you feel like you're not living this devotion fully? Where do you feel like you may not be noticing this devotion fully? Where do you feel like you are? If y'all don't have questions, I'll ask y'all some questions. Yes, we have this moment. Is there a story there? Is there some film? Is there an allegiance to time? Is there an allegiance to cause and effect? Is there an allegiance to a path? Just for this moment, all of that's okay. Nothing wrong with any of that. And it's not the only option. It's not the only option. Yes, love.
Testing 1, 2, 3. I don't think this is even on, is it?
It is. It is.
Oh, okay. What's
It's all
going on?
for the
What
beloveds
up?
at home.
Okay. Yeah, when you said that, it made me think of, I shared with you my recent dating journey. This literally like a week ago, I joined Hinge for the first time ever, and I've been single. Huh? I joined Hinge, one of the dating apps, for the first time ever. I'd been on Tinder in my 20s, but I'd never been on Hinge. Hinge is like one of the more serious ones, I think. I think their slogan is like meant to be deleted or something like that.
Meant to be
Or
deleted.
like, yeah,
I
something
love
like that.
it.
Like,
So
yeah, so
cute. That's so
define
cute.
like partnership.
Yes.
And I had been single for like 8 months. So anyway, long story short, I just joined about a week ago. And when you were speaking, Ash, what came up for me was I actually just today reached out to a few people that I was talking to and and actually said to them like, hey, I'm feeling like I need to slow down because I started feeling stressed out about the dating process.
Okay.
And I started feeling like I needed to like reply to everyone, like, and not let people down and get back to them like within the same day. And it started feeling like stressful and not fun. And I started realizing, and so I was like, thought I was like being devoted to these people, like, devoted to like kindness, being kind, or like responding to everyone, or like maybe devoted to this path of like trying to find a partner. So like liking a bunch of people or matching with a bunch of people. And it started getting really overwhelming and like stressful. And I have to balance school and work and all these other things. And I was like, whoa, what am I doing, dude? And so, and so just today I like reached out to some people and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just, and decided within myself first, actually, what am I devoted to and who am I devoted to?
Oh, sweet.
I was like, let me be devoted to like my truth and my peace and and just go slow. And so I started just being like, hey, I think I'm just going to do like one date a week, and yeah, so it's feeling good. Sometimes you have to be devoted to yourself. You have to be truthful, I guess, to others and say the hard thing. And you know what? That some people were like, okay, I'm looking for somebody a little bit more present and available right now. So instead of the
So
like,
clear.
so instead of the like, I was like, so I'll pop back if and when I have time. People are like, I'm not looking for that. Sorry, I'm looking for something,
I
and so it's
love
like,
that.
but
Such an
it's
opportunity for truth.
yeah,
Yay, communication.
yeah, but it's like, I already have a date, my first date off of there booked for Friday, And there's a second person I'm interested in that I reached out to that I was like, next week would be good, and they were totally cool with it. And then the rest of the people that I'm like, hey, if and when I have time, I'll get back to you. They're gonna be cool with it or not. But like, it makes it less stressful, and it makes it like, okay, let me focus on these one or two people versus like trying to and give them more of what they deserve than trying to give all these people just like a piece of me, because that didn't feel good either.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy you stopped and noticed your feelings and took a
Thank you.
moment and made the
Peace
choice from
out.
where you made it. Hey. Can you share? Hmm.
Totally relate. I've been in a for the past year, I was in this group, spiritual group, open-minded, but it felt like that. It felt like a competition. It felt like the stress. It was very stressful. It got very stressful to a point to, I don't know, like who got their God-given powers activated already, and like who's racing to get where, and there was so much pressure. So it was not fun. It was like stressful. It's like, where are you? It's like, it was like, at what level are you? You know, it's like, and even if you don't want to compare, you have to compare because it was made to, you know, be there, and the tension, it was too much. And at some point, you feel like you're not held, you know, so you have to hold yourself. And exactly, exactly. So I think, you know, finding that point is like, okay, I'm living in the future, trying to search for these things instead of living in the now and holding myself and enjoy the joy. Yes, the joy of
It's an
living.
option.
And yeah, it got lost.
It's so innocent. Yeah, how that happens. Yeah, yeah. I know. Minds are so delightfully and perfectly designed to forever have a stress moment.
Too much stress in the world already.
Right? And the only stress in the world is our thought about it in the moment, which is so fascinating. Yeah. It's like here we are, and where is the world? Right here. And so it's so nice when we give ourselves a break and come back to the peace that is this moment, the wholeness that is this moment, the suchness, the everything in its place that is this moment. It's like we let ourselves off the hook, we let the world off the hook, and then the world gets to do whatever it's going to do. And blessedly, that has nothing to do with our peace. Like I love how Byron Katie says, it only takes one. And I know that that resonated because that was true from my experience. It truly only takes one when it comes to peace. Yeah, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. Yes.
It makes me think of the Lizzo song when she says,
Which Lizzo song? Oh, okay. We got Kelly's and we got Lizzo up in the Satsang. Hey, all right.
I'ma marry me one day." That one.
I'ma marry me one day. I'ma marry me one day. I love it. I'ma marry me one day. It's so good. I love it. Yes, yes. Such devotion. Oh my gosh. It's like I have such, at turning 50, I'm feeling into like every chapter of my life. Every chapter of my life, every growth. And it's like every single thing from every age, every trauma, every hardship, I'm at the feet of. I am in such devotion to this life stream called Ash. And then in that, I notice it's so naturally, there's such devotion to everyone's life stream and everyone, and I don't have to tell people that. It's my energy speaks that in the presence with them, but it's like every chapter, all the badasses, the particular curriculums, yeah. And of course, I think it's valuable to say that this does not at all condone any insanity, or this is not uh, a stay in jail pass. It's okay to say bye when it's time to say bye. It's okay to leave when it's time to leave. It's okay to say no when it's no. It's okay to say don't hit me when it don't hit me. It's okay to call the police when you need to call the police. It's okay to take an aspirin when it's time to take an aspirin. It's okay. This doesn't mean, because some people innocently, the ego, the non-dual spiritual ego person will think that these bumper sticker sayings, such as all is well, nothing happened, everything happened for a reason, uh, such permission for abuse and to be abused. And that's not what I'm speaking of. Not to be clear, not what I'm speaking of. Therapy has its place. Boundaries have their place. Telling the truth about your experience has its place. Most definitely. And we can stop in the privilege that is this moment here. We have no bombs over our heads here. We have food in our bellies here. This isn't the same all the rest of the world. And in our willingness to come home here, boy, is it in support of the rest of the world. It's how it works. Isn't that lovely how that's how it works? And I love how we're so available in that. Oh, we can live from here, move from here. Reminds me of my card I wrote for you.
That's something really,
Oh,
really
can
cool the
you
other day.
talk in the mic
Do you want
for
to
the
read
beloveds
it?
at home? Sure, I'll read it.
Okay, it's this thread here, but it's so deep and interesting, but funny at the same time.
Okay, cool. The other day, my mom told my sister that I was. I'm just kidding. That I was what? Yay, Gemini's. I was just kidding. So this is the real thing, the top part, right?
Yeah, it's like a thread,
A
just
thread.
one, two, three, I think.
I talked to a lizard yesterday. It was on my patio, and I was about to let my dogs out, one of which is an obsessive hunter. I stepped out to see if I could connect with it. I crouched down, greeted it, told it it was beautiful. Most animals love having their beauty appreciated. Forewarning, if you are communicating telepathically, they will immediately know if you are lying. So don't give compliments you don't actually believe. It will destroy their trust. I asked what it liked about being a lizard. The sun. I was overwhelmed with light and the soft caressing feeling of gentle heat. And then it showed me a montage of so many ways to experience light and heat, how morning light and midday light and afternoon light all feel different, how light feels when it comes through leaves, how the warmth changes depending on the surface, how different surfaces felt against its body, how it felt to race along the ground, darting around obstacles, pushing itself to full speed. It communicated, I am a light connoisseur. I think I know a couple light connoisseurs. I told it, my dog wants to eat you. Be careful so you can enjoy your light. It responded, if he eats me, he eats me. I was a little taken aback. Responding to my shock, it explained, I have a good life. I live in the moment. I came to experience life as a lizard, and I've realized every second, if he catches me, I'll be dead. So I won't care. I'll be on to my next adventure, and he'll be so happy to have murdered me. There are no losers. Then it scampered away under the deck. Under the deck. That's so very sweet.
Isn't that fun?
I love that
They
so
don't know, and
much.
so we just worry about the
I love that so very much. It's so true. It's so true. Yeah, it's so very sweet. How wondrous this moment. How wondrous this all that is. How wondrous the experience of a person, of an Ash, of a Sky, of a Deb, of a Claudia. How wondrous an experience of a Claudia, and of a Gervais, and of a Bodhi, and of a Felisa, and of a Jen, and of a Geraldine. Ay, Dios mío. How wondrous. Lizards in the sun. Lizards in the sun. Dun, 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 dun. Lizards in the sun. Dun, dun, dun. Devotion, such devotion, such permission. Devotion is also permission. Permission is, has any part felt that beloveds at home, any beloveds here, felt that there's something that's just not right or wrong, or because it's okay to be devoted to yourself even before you finish a particular class or a particular lesson or a particular project or a particular goal or losing a couple pounds or whatever it might be. Even as that's unfolding, sometimes people are afraid that if I completely am devoted and in love, then I'm not going to have any motivation to live the life I live or to do the things I do. And it's just not true. You get even more sail in your wind and more wind in your sail. And it's the winds of devotion, the winds of this love. It's like, how devoted. I remember at one of the another first song. It's funny these songs coming up as like a 16-year-old that I wrote this on a vomit bag on an airplane when I was in Menudo. That's how I would write a lot of songs on those little bags, those little throw-up bags. And this song, it was a gospel song that said, um, I can't remember what it said. The chorus said, "Oh, if you only knew, if you only know how much the Lord loves you, if you only knew, if you only knew how much the Lord loves you." It's like, oh, if you only knew, if you only knew. This was the sense sitting in the, like, oh my gosh, these beloveds, like, what are you even talking about? If you only knew, if you only really, really felt into that shit, like, feel into, if you only knew how much this moment adores you, loves you, delights in you, every part of you, every facet of you, everything. Like, oh my gosh, this whole phenomena appearing to delight in you, for the moment to delight in itself, for this moment to delight. And so we stop and we allow, because this is not an intellectual journey. This is not bound to understanding. This is a surrendering, an opening, a not having to know, not having to realize, not having to understand, not having to figure it out, not having to feel into it, not having to have a sense, not having to have a consciousness of it. It's the opposite. The willingness to stop, allowing mind to be as it is, allowing body to be as it is, allowing the energy of a space to be as it is, allowing the building to be as it is, allowing the earth to be as it is, every part of the earth, allowing the neighbors, allowing the family members, every which one, even that one. Allowing that immediately turns up the volume of the devotion we are. Devotion synonymous with awareness. And it's becoming accustomed to the obvious. And you can't shake the obvious. It's hilarious. It's like it's so obvious that everything is doing its job. Everything is being itself. This can't be more of itself than it is itself. This little cut on my finger, oh no, can't be more of itself than it is its little self. This rug can't be more of itself than it's so sweet. How tender. How tender. These flaws, this body, these preferences, this biochemistry, these genetics. It's so sweet. It's like just one succulent morsel after the next. Every atom is a pomegranate, juicy pomegranate seed, juicy. And all of our ancestors, oh, what a blessing, each beloved, so sweet, even if they never saw it. Who knows how many had a glimpse of the recognition and maybe lawn mowed over it. And how perfect that is. It's like, oh, a moment to feel into and give permission for every trauma, every sky knot to like be itself. Put your head in the plant, be itself. Oh, yeah. That's the oven. Would you like a little? She's okay. But there's like a little tiny. That's from Pan Am. Yay. Yeah, beloveds, get cozy. I also loved, it was so fun allowing everything to be as it is. You discover that you're already at rest in the most delightful snuggle cuddle puddle that's ever existed. This moment is nothing but a snuggle cuddle puddle. That's why every atom's always dancing. It's a snuggle cuddle puddle wobble. Such permission, such love. Non-dual states, welcome. Not non-dual states, welcome. Dissolving into vastness, welcome. The pucker of identity, the universe kissing itself as identity, like Latinos pointing to something. ¿Me puede pasar ese platico que está por ahí? Ese que está por ahí.
Right there, right there.
Tú eres el Ícaro. Ay, Dios mío. Such support, such support, such support. And as a consequence of this rest, the atmosphere is so conducive to evolution, so conducive to growth, so conducive to healing, so conducive to expanded awareness, so conducive to spiritual gifts and decalcifications of the pineal glands, so conducive to whatever glands need to be secreted. So so conducive. Such support. So as a consequence, rest is wholeness, and as a consequence, creative expression, joy, songs, willingness, friendships, humanity, shared humanity. Like we sit around the fire of awareness of our true nature and tell the stories of our lives and laugh our heads off at the absurdity and the hilarity. I used to dream this, and I used to imagine this, and I assumed this, and I got so stressed out over this, and I used to bite every fingernail, mine and the entire neighborhoods because of this. And that this happened. And it's just hilarious. Hi mind, how wondrous. Hi celebration of infinity called mind. Hi celebration of awareness, of freedom called mind. High consciousness of infinite love here with the cutest hat I've ever seen. It's like such recognition. As a consequence, this whole community feels human beings. I don't know where else on the planet, so sweet. I mean, definitely everywhere. And in the stream of this experience, so sweet human beings coming together to just be human, flaws and all, joy and all, growth and all, wherever we imagine we are in our stage of development. All of it so welcome. And then to extend that energy to the neighbors, every beloved so okay just as they are, your thoughts okay just as they are, your traumas okay just as they are. Again, with this kind of languaging, not the way mind believes it to mean. Traumas are okay just as they are. The healing of trauma just okay as it is. The uncovering of trauma, the working with your therapist with trauma just okay as it is. The taking Deborah Silverman's astrology school, level 1, for your traumas and the joy of it, just as it is. All of it so welcome. All of it. The love letter, the devotion appearing as astrology, devotion appearing as therapy, devotion appearing as satsang, devotion appearing as what else? What do you love? What's been serving your experience? Nature, such devotion. The growing forest, the decaying trees, all of it, rest, such devotion, appearing as rest. Tears, yes, oh my gosh, such tears, beautiful. I was crying so much as my shower last night. My 50th birthday is coming up, and just feeling into all my friends that are coming to celebrate this 50-year-old man. And, all the prep and everyone getting their things together and carrying their toothbrush and like, what? That's so beautiful. I just can't stop crying thinking of it. Like, just the appreciation, the gratitude, the devotion friends are to each other, people, how we get to give each other our worlds. We give each other our worlds too. There's a whole world here, and then our friends give us that world. It comes rushing in. And it's so precious, so sacred, so grateful. And then that's what's so sweet. We think we have to do these things. Like, I gotta do devotion. I gotta do gratitude. And fuck, I'm not one who does devotion. It doesn't come easy to me to be grateful or to feel the universe. And that's the thing. It never happens in the trying to do it, and the reaching for it, and the making it so, and the getting the perfect yoga mat. But all of a sudden, a bitch starts curling up on there. Oh my goodness. And in the, oh, so allowed to be flawed, so allowed to be human. You heard that? So allowed to be beautiful, so allowed to be brilliant, so allowed to be vibrant, so allowed to be hilarious, so allowed to be Afghan sweater, hairy, so allowed to be Mrs. Roper, Queen. Like, who the fuck am I? What the fuck is this? This this caftan. I mean, that's so fun. It's so fun. This universe, authenticity, uh, allowing. I'm allowing me to be me. I'm alive. It's so sweet. The songs, just the devotion, the devotion. Everywhere devotion, uninterrupted devotion. When you drive home, the way the lines are on the street, the lights that say green and red, such kindness, such devotion. The wheels on the car go round and round, such devotion. Underwear, such devotion. Panty liners, such devotion. Whatever it is. Commando, such devotion. TMI, such devotion. What'd you say? Randomness, such devotion. It's so beautiful. However it is, thank goodness there's pants there. And working pipes. I mean, it seems silly, but it's a lot of things we don't notice. We don't notice. But we have a little bit of time left. Anyone else have a question or anything you'd like to explore or a thought you'd like to question? Anybody at home that have my number? You want to leave me a text message if you have something you want to share? I can. You want to share a song? Okay, lovely.
I'm thinking of this song called, um, I don't know what it's called, but I know that it means "Welcome to my village. We are all one village."
I love that. Okay.
And Mattia taught me this. It goes like this. Aye mochinumba komedi chekere mochinumba. Aye mochinumba komedi chekere mochinumba. Komedi samba mochinumba komedi chekere mochinumba. Komedi samba mochinumba komedi chekere mochinumba. Aye 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 Mochinumba, ha ha. Hi, Mochinumba, Mochinumba, ha ha.
Thank you, love. Dum dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum da da boom boom da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum down, da 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 da. Breath in, breath out, hearts beating now. Earth, wind, sunshine, water, divine. Infinite possibilities bring forth the spacious moment of love. Open, open, this here is good enough. And we're so blessed, so blessed, so blessed. We're so blessed, so blessed, so blessed. Everybody's so blessed, so blessed, so blessed, so blessed, so blessed, so blessed. Dum dum sa da 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 dum da dum dum sa li da 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 dum dum sa li da 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 dum da 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 sa da da dum da da dum dum da 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 dum 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 sa li da da. Relatively free to speak our minds, do what we please with this precious time. How do these gifts from heaven get overlooked by heaven's eyes? Lucid dreaming in this lucid life. And we're so blessed, so blessed, so blessed, so blessed, so blessed, so blessed. Everybody's so blessed, so blessed, so blessed. And we're so blessed, so blessed, so blessed. Dum dum sa da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum da da dum dum sa la da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum da dum dum sa da 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 dum dum dum. Let me hear you sing it. Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 do da 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 do da 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 do da 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 da. Can you please pass the mic to my friend Felisa? I wanna hear a little improv. I wanna hear a little improv. Hey. Down,
Okay, you guys keep the beat going. You guys keep doing that for me.
da 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 da
There you
da
go. Oh, devotion. Oh, that's devotion. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah.
You better sing. You better sing.
Oh, devotion, yes.
I would like to hear Gervais give a little devotion, yeah. Mama bear, hey, hey, hey. Doom, da, da 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 dum da da dum da 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 dum da da
I'm
da
so,
da 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 dum
so,
da da dum
so, so devoted. I'm so devoted, so devoted. Yeah,
What
yeah.
are you devoted to love?
Devoted to love, devoted to expansion, devoted to love.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You better sing. Claudia's like, I know you ain't passing me that way. Thank you, devotion. Thank you, devotion. Mm, 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 mm. Alrighty, loves. Thank you for this sweet satsang. Thank you for this time together. Thank you for living a life of devotion, being devoted. We're going to do a little celebration of the Geminis that are in the house. There's a little bit of cake, there's some snacks. Everyone's welcome to partake, to enjoy. Next week, I will not be here for Satsang on June 1st. No Satsang. I'll be still driving back from Sedona. So, no Satsang next week or the week after. Not till the next Satsang will be. Oh, my God. Yeah, the next Satsang will be June 29th. That's in a month, June 29th. I, and the concert, yes. Felice and I, and another singer, we're going to honor and celebrate the life of Nina Simone on June 27th at Dazzle, the Dazzle Theater in Denver. You can get the tickets. There's a flyer where you can get the tickets, and you can go send me a message, and I'll send you the thing for the tickets. Thing. And there's a bunch of retreats coming up and all the things. So just reach out to me if you're interested in any of the retreats. Okay, beloveds. Thank you very much for integrating the infinite.